All right, welcome to level 2, kiddos. Um, I'm just going to go ahead and get you guys started today. So you should be able to see the assignment in your module. So yours looks a little bit different than mine because I'm in the teacher view. But on Canvas, you guys should have an assignment, Yearbook Spread Design Level 2. When you go into that, you should see the link to the Dropbox folder. When you click that, you come in, it should look something like this, and you hit download, direct download. I already did this because the last video, obviously, it took forever for it to download, so I went ahead and downloaded it already. But once you click direct download, it will go into your downloads folder as soon as it finishes. It is going to be a zip file because zips are compressed files, so when there's a lot of stuff, we compress it so we can save space. Okay, so I'm going to come into my Finder window. So just as a reminder, you come into your dock at the bottom of your screen, go to your Finder window, which is the little face, click it, and you're going to go to your Downloads folder on the left. So I can see this here, Spread Practice Level 2 golf.zip. That means I do have my zip file there. I'm going to go ahead and double click it to unzip it, and then I can see there's a folder now. If you're not seeing all this when you come in, you're probably not sorted by date modified, which is by far the easiest way to navigate one of these folders. So make sure you do have that clicked and you can see that caret. If it's going by name, obviously, then it's not going to be at the top anymore. So you want it to be by date modified, so it's nice and at the top for you. Okay, so that's there. You guys should have already have your folders on your desktop from the last project. So you're going to go ahead, and once you have that unzipped, you can come on in and drag and drop that folder into your folder on your desktop. So I can go ahead and X out of this, come into my folder, and I have all the things I need. So last round, we created the example spread. You guys put your name on it. I'm going to need you guys to do the same thing now. So spread practice level 2 golf. Okay, so you click it one time, pause for a second, have to be patient, then click the second time, and come in and then add your name. You can use your first or last name, just make sure that it is obvious. And then you're going to come in and double click in there. So you guys have a lot of stuff that I've given you. First, I've given you a copy of the assignment requirements. That is also available on Canvas for you. I've given you guys everything you need for your main coverage, everything you need. Oh gosh, that's not supposed to be on there. And all right, everything you need for your main coverage, so your photos, your story, your captions is all in here. And then you have two options for secondary coverage. So there's a photo and there's copy for each of them. That's up to you if you want to use both of them or if you just want to choose one of them to use. So I'm leaving that up to you guys as a stylistic choice when you get into designing. The biggest challenges you're going to face with this spread is that it's completely, you have to completely come up with the space for everything. So last round, I didn't really care if text was cut off. It wasn't real captions. These are real captions. So you have to find a way to make it fit. And that's one of the challenges we face when we are creating spreads. So captions need to be nearby their photos so it's not too difficult to find them. They need to be clearly identified so you can tell which photo they're for. And you can't stack more than 3 captions in a stacking caption look. I do suggest you guys flip through some other schools' yearbooks. Don't be tempted to look at our spread for this because it's just going to make you guys want to do it. So look at other yearbooks and other ideas for how to navigate placing captions and placing mods. It takes some practice and it takes some definitely looking at examples and really understanding how everything works. So yeah, so you guys have some options and stuff here. The first thing you need to do is, of course, just go ahead and rename your files. So once again, you click it one time and then you pause for a second and click it again one time. You can also, if that doesn't work for you, just control click it and hit rename. And you're going to come in here and you're going to rename this whole entire thing now. And I would just do like level 2 golf Hanks. And then we know that we do daily versions just in case things get messed up. So I'm going to do 225. All right, and that's in there. And it's ready for me. So I can go ahead and double click that and open that up. All right, from here, I can see that I have my grids, so I can use the W key to toggle between um, having the grids visible and having them not visible, having my margins visible and having them invisible. So that's all there for you, and the space is ready for you to start designing. I would suggest working the same way we did in our last spread, so starting with getting your photos in, getting your headline and copy package in, figuring out where you're going to place your captions in a way that makes sense, and then adjusting and adding mods after you already have your main coverage finished. So those are my suggestions for that. What was I going to show you guys? Oh yeah, I wanted to go to YouTube real quick and just show you guys what you have available to you as for videos. I know some of you guys did the suggested assignment where you went in, well, it wasn't a suggested assignment, it was an assignment, but not everybody did it, where you went in and watched the 4 videos. That really will put you guys in a position where you're good to go, because you should have a lot of ideas for how you can kind of navigate using color palettes, inserting new fonts, and just doing all of the different things that you have to do to create a beautiful spread. So obviously you have your videos from last round, so if you get stuck and you remember there was a time in the last videos that helped you get through that type of work, you're more than welcome to reopen these and use them again. They're not useless just because we're not doing the same exact project now. But I do break down most things separately when it comes to these tutorials. So this is photo editing, which we're not really going to mess with right now, but the rest of the videos are still pretty helpful. So the first one here is recreating a cover example. This was 21 minutes long, so it's definitely not like a light, hey, I want to just jump in and look at something. And I probably won't assign this video for you guys for a while, but it's really interesting to kind of see how we can create a video, create a look that's professional from just using InDesign. So some of the more advanced tools or just different tools than I've taught you already, you'll see me kind of mess with in that. So that's an avenue you have should you want to kind of get more tools to use. Color Basics teaches you guys all about how to use colors. Once again, it's only 4 minutes. These are much shorter videos typically. So if you get stuck and you're like, I don't really understand color usage, this video is here for you. Creating a color scheme is going to be what you need to do to create that color palette. So once again, it's less than 4 minutes long. It's meant to teach you guys how to take a photograph and create a color palette from that photograph. If you get to the point where, once again, you're struggling placing photos, so then you have your inserting images into your design. If you would like to add new fonts to your spread, this is the video. It's only 4 minutes long once again, and it's super easy. But when I will not stop and come over and teach you guys how to put fonts in. So if you're struggling with fonts, ask a neighbor, watch this video. I can't do it. It takes up my whole life. Using the type tools, so this is a more in-depth, this is almost 10 minutes long, look at how to use type and organize type and all of those things. If you felt like you were struggling last round and it wasn't coming super easy to you, you may want to watch this video to get some more insight into how to deal with the type tools. And then I created this video recently for you guys. It's less than 15 minutes long. You don't have to be at a computer to do it, but it gives you guys some of the different problems that I've been seeing you guys face. So once again, if you're struggling, this is a way for you to kind of see it. If you're feeling like InDesign it's just not working with you, there's some tools on here like, hey, this is how you reset it, this is how you restart it, this is how you force quit it. So all that stuff, just in case you guys are getting stuck frequently. So hopefully you guys get through most of these videos before you started this. Remember, you can watch these videos at home on your phone, so you do not have to be in front of the computer for it. So if you've been behind because of the last project, you're just going to be more behind if you're not watching the videos because you struggled for a reason. It's not coming easy to you. So watch the videos, see how we put these things together. There's no magic involved, but you guys have the tools to do whatever you want to do. You just have to learn the tools. And every single time that you do one of these videos and every single time that you sit down at the computer, you're going to get better and it's going to be easier. So you have all these in here for you guys, but notice that there's not another video besides this one that's going to talk to you guys about what to do with this. Because I just expect you guys at this point to know it or be able to go into these videos and review it. If you find yourself struggling with something and you know like, hey, you didn't really go over this, or hey, You did, but it was in that really long video, and I want just like a short snippet that tells me A, B, and C. I can make those for you guys. They just take me a few minutes, and they save me a lot of stress going into the next few weeks because you guys all tend to struggle with the same things. So don't be shy. Come say to me like, hey, can you put a video together for doing this? I really want to know how to do this, and I will do that for you. So I am still your teacher. I'm still in the room with you, so don't hesitate to ask me a question if it's legitimate. But if it's like how to use color or how to use type, I need you guys to watch these videos so I can be free for people with really bad technological difficulties. So that's that for you guys. You just need to go ahead and start placing. Hopefully you guys took notes in the last videos so you remember how to place photos. Command D. Placing type using your type tools and all of that. You guys have a few days to complete this assignment. Remember that you do get to choose your own fonts this time. You do get to choose your own colors this time. So review those videos to figure that stuff out. Dafont.com, DAFONT.com is a great place to download fonts from. I believe I go over that in the font video. But yeah, so you guys should be all situated and ready to start your spreads. Make sure you're saving properly. You can always, oops, wrong InDesign. Always hit the file save as you're working, or you can also hit the Command S on your keyboard. And then just before you leave every day, go in and hit that save as. Go and find your actual folder that you are working in. Like right now, I'm not in it. And just make sure you can see the file that you're supposed to be doing. You want to make sure your name's matching up, that it's in there, you're in your folder. A lot of you kept losing your spreads because you were saving into just random folders and not actually verifying that you're in the right spot. So when you're in the wrong spot, make sure you correct that, and then you're always checking to see you're saving in the right place. We all do it. It happens, especially when you're being quick. So just don't make that mistake to yourself. Okay, remember you can always X that out of those wall store things. And good luck on your project, guys. If you have more questions for me, please let me know so I can be the best teacher I can be for you.